When you sign up for the Helm Komodo waitlist, you are probably looking at anywhere between 2 and 5 years of waiting in line before you can get your hands on one. Some owners even report they forgot they even were on the list when they finally got the message they can go ahead and purchase one. For a third of the price and none of the waiting time, you can get this new Cadisen Aqua Diver. Now, it's no Helm Komodo, but it just might be worth the $99 they ask for it, $75 now that it's on sale. But should you buy one? Today we are going to take an in-depth look at everything this Chinese dive-style watch has to offer. And while it was given to me for free from Cadisen for review, alongside all the specs and measurements, you can expect to learn about the pros and the cons, its strengths and its weaknesses, so you can decide for yourselves whether or not you want to add one of these to your own affordable watch collection. Just like the Komodo, the Aqua Diver comes in 3 colorways you can choose from: black, white and orange. Cadisen packaging is never anything to stall about. Here is what you can expect to get with every Cadisen watch you buy. And here are the measurements. The width of the case is 40 mm, it is 12 mm thick, 20 mm between the lugs, and 46 mm from lug tip to lug tip. Sized up for me with 4 links removed, the watch weighs 150 grams. Water resistance is 100 meters, and that's why I refer to it as a dive style watch rather than an actual diver. The color of the dial is silverish white, and it has a color matching rehaut ring surrounding it. The ring has a black minute track printed on it, with Arabic numerals depicting the 5-minute marks. On the dial itself we find a set of applied indices, filled with turquoise colored lume and framed in black. A downwards facing triangle marks the 12 o'clock position, while all other indices are circles, larger at the 3 and 9. The 6 o'clock index gives its place to a round date complication window, and there's a crosshair design printed on the dial, together with the brand's logo under the 12 o'clock and Aqua Diver automatic above the 6. Looking at the brand's logo, because of the letter I being dotted with the little Cadisen shield, it looks like the logo is not centered properly with the line and the bottom of the triangle. I think they do better if they use the shield logo alone and not spoil an otherwise very satisfyingly symmetric dial. The hour and minute hands are huge dive style hands, filled with the same turquoise colored lume. The arrow-shaped seconds hand has some lume on it too, as well as a long syringe tip that looks very cool. The lume is of unknown origin. It shines in a bright blue glow and lasts for about an hour before becoming undetectable. For the price of the watch, I guess it's pretty good. A flat piece of sapphire crystal covers the dial, treated to some anti-reflective coating. Scratch resistance? Check. Great clarity? Check. Excellent. Moving on. The case is made of 316L stainless steel, and it is brushed all around. The quality of finishing seems satisfactory for a watch at this price point. No complaints there. The lugs curve down nicely to meet your wrist, and the crown guards protect the crown halfway. The crown itself is large and easy to grip and operate. It screws down, knurled, and features an embossed Cadisen logo. The bezel features deep notches to provide excellent grip, and a brushed dive time bezel insert made of either aluminum or stainless steel, I'm not sure. The markings are all filled with turquoise paint, and the lume pip is applied in the center of the 12 o'clock triangle. This is a 120 click unidirectional bezel that operates pretty well. The ratcheting action is smooth and consistent, though a bit light. It does have a small amount of backplay, but nothing too serious. It gets bonus points for aligning perfectly with the dial. Another embossed logo is found at the center of the case back on a sandblasted background. The case back is a solid chunk of stainless steel, and it too screws down into place. It also has your usual spec sheet engraved on it. A Seiko NH35 powers the Aqua Diver. Probably the best automatic movement in the world in the affordable category. You know the deal, 24 joules, 21,600 beats per hour, 6 ticks a second sweep of the seconds hand, hacking and hand winding, 40 hours of power reserve, and a date complication. It's a robust movement that almost never disappoints. The same movement is used in the Helm Komodo, by the way. The watch comes on a stainless steel bracelet, constructed of solid links and solid end links with proper female middle links. Each row has a single link, the links are completely brushed and are held together with push pins. The bracelet doesn't taper and retains a constant width of 20 mm all the way to the clasp. As for the clasp, it is a milled deployant one with a double pusher security system, Cadisen's name engraved on top, and unfortunately only 2 micro adjustment holes. This means that finding the right fit for your wrist might be a bit problematic, and you might have to settle for a too tight or a too loose fit than you'd wish. And indeed on my 7-inch wrist, the fit is just a tad too tight. If I had one more micro adjustment option, it would be perfect. Other than that, the watch looks great on wrist. 40mm is a classic size for a dive watch, and the proportions of this one are spot on. The way the lugs curve down make the head of the watch hug your wrist, resulting in a nice and close wearing experience. Legibility is obviously excellent. The hands and indices absolutely pop against the dial, and with the assistance of the AR coating, getting a read of the time is very easy to do. Very much like black dial watches, white dials are very easy to pair with different straps. Here are some options that I think work great with this watch. Let's talk about the pros and cons now. Pros first. The value for money here is undeniable. For $99, less if you get it during an AliExpress sale, you get a watch fully constructed of stainless steel, an air-coated sapphire crystal, an automatic Seiko movement, a well-made dial, fair lume, and a 120-click bezel that actually aligns with the dial. I really like the design of this watch. That of course has very little to do with Cadisen, and a lot to do with Helm. I love the symmetry of the dial with that round date window at the 6 o'clock position. I love the contrast between all the elements and the dial, how everything is big and bold, and the great legibility it all results in. It looks good on the wrist, and you don't have to wait more than 2 years on a waiting list to get it. On the con side, well, this is no Helm. I have handled my friend's Helm Miyako, and that thing was close to perfect. The level of finishing and overall fit and finish of the Cadisen are inferior, but I'd say that for the price they are okay. 200 instead of the 100 meters of water resistance would be preferred, though it can still meet your everyday needs as a daily beater, up to even splashing around in the pool. You probably shouldn't take it with you when you go search for the Titanic. The bracelet would be better if it had screws instead of the push pins holding the links, and the small taper would also be welcomed. Other than that, the 2 micro adjustment holes on the clasp are definitely a bummer. What are your thoughts on this new release from Cadisen? Let me know in the comments below. If you want to check this one out for yourselves, you'll find the link in the description of this video. That is going to be an affiliate link that will not cost you anything extra, but will let AliExpress know you've reached them after watching my review, and there will be a small commission for the channel if you decide to make a purchase. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my affordable watch collection, and hit the notification bell for more affordable watches related content. Here are a couple of quick links to my reviews of 2 more Cadisen watches. Check these out next. I want to thank Cadisen for sending this watch in for review, and to thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you next time.